It's an interesting design. If you look on the bottom, it has two dimples here. That helps to keep the tank off the cold if you're using in snow. The upper lid, windshield. The upper lid can be used as a pot. I haven't done so as I'm trying to keep it as shiny as possible. This is not an original Optimus grab handle. It's just a generic one that's been cut down. Inside I also have a Bernie Dog silent damper. And there's the key. This is probably one of the last batch to be made, as the windshield is the same as the 8R, and originally the 99s had a more fixed windshield. But basically this is the same unit here as an Optimus 8R or Optimus 8. Same tank. Depending on the period, it would have the same filler cap. Unlike the Optimus 8, there is no plinth to hold this off the ground. And the key is, and the spindle is more like an Optimus 8R. I can remove this, is quite sooty here, and I can put in the silent damper, which will reduce the noise significantly. It comes with a windshield, which is very handy. I wish all of the 8Rs and 8s came with these. You can move it round wherever you want. Now, if you've seen my Optimus 8 video, you will know how these light. But unlike the Optimus 8 or the Optimus 8R, this does not slide out. The case is fixed. The lighting method is the same. I'll just move this out of the way and put that there just to protect as I'll be lighting it. You can either heat the tank with your hand, and hopefully that will build up enough pressure to bring fuel into the bottom, into the well, and then light it, although petrol is very sooty. The first thing you always do is open the cap, release any pressure, then put it back on. I move that out of the way so I can access the well and fill with bioethanol. In this case, you don't need much. This can then be moved over. Pot supports, as you see, do swivel, and we can light. So it's always a good idea just to make sure that the valve is closed. Okay, that's it priming there. You can see that there's probably a little bit of gas coming through the valve. We'll let the alcohol burn down. I don't want any flares. Right, and there's a little bit of gas coming in, so we'll just open it up and we'll see what happens. And there it is. Listen to that roar. It does transfer a lot of heat into the case. To prevent over pressurization, you do have a heat shield on the tank. You don't want the pressure release valve popping. It will give out a little bit of gas then, and there is a slight danger of it igniting. And the pot would sit on there. I prefer not having anything going over the actual tank itself. And we'll just turn it off. And as you can see, this valve is still running, so I just little candle flame there, so I'll just blow it out. Once it's cooled down a little bit, I'll turn it anti-clockwise, and that will let the needle pop up through the jet and clean out any soot that is in there. What I'll now do is wait until this cools down, and I'll introduce the Bernie Dog silent damper. We can then compare the sounds of the two burners. Okay, this will be cooled down a little bit, and we'll just take this off. See, there's a lot of soot in there. I'll just I do like to have things nice and clean. I think at one point I'd opened the valve and a little bit of the white gas had come through, and that's the sort of soot that you get when you're not using the alcohol. Now this just sits in the top like that. Again, I'll depressurize the tank. I do use a Bernie Dog on my Edelrid Hexon, so I am, how you'd say, used to them, but I've never used this one, so I'll just prime it. Okay. And we'll see if it works. I'll just switch off the light. compare the two. Now remember, this is the first time I've ever used a silent damper on one of these types of stoves. I'm just interested to see how it goes. Not a sound. So I've put back on the flame plate in the roarer system, which I love. I just love the sound of it. I have many other stoves to show and tell. I'll bring you them in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video of the Optimus 99. If you liked the video, give it a like. Let me know what you think of the stove in the comments below. And if you feel like it, give me a subscribe. It helps the channel and means that I can bring you more stoves and other gear in the future. So that's all for today. See you all next week. Bye bye.